I believe this was yesterday. Otherwise, it just surfaced recently. Maria Bartiromo. They used to call her the money honey. You can't call her that anymore. That's very sexist.
HR would hate that.
But anyway, she interviewed the president, and it was the final question of her interview, and she pivots into this question about federal funding for UFO investigations.
Okay.
It's just a minute long. Let's listen.
Lighter note, a mysterious subject, if you will. Can you explain why the Department of Defense has set up a UFO task force? Here's what I've got from The Guardian. The U.S. Department of Defense has formed a new body to investigate what it calls unidentified aerial phenomena, to monitor reported sightings of what most people call UFOs. Mr. President, as we wrap up here, are there UFOs?
Well, I'm going to have to check on that. I mean, I've heard that. I heard that 2 days ago, so I'll check on that. I'll take a good, strong look at that. But I will tell you this. We now have created a military, the likes of which we've never had before, in terms of equipment, the equipment that we have, the weapons that we have, and hopefully, hope to God, we never have to use them. But we have created a military, the likes of which nobody has ever had. Russia, China, they're all envious of what we've had, all built in the USA. We've rebuilt it $2.5 trillion. As far as the other question, I'll check on it. I heard about it 2 days ago, actually.
So there you go. And actually, I just checked. That was from Sunday morning, Maria Bartiromo interviewing Donald Trump there. And it begs the question, you know, sometimes I worry about having a UFO conversation with you because you like to, you come across as a little... I don't know what to say. Condescending.
You're just bothered because I'm not as on board as you are about UFOs.
Yeah, well, I don't know if that's... All right, whatever. But here's what I want to say to you, and is I believe that the UFO extraterrestrial reality, the facts, whatever the truth is, doesn't always run through the Oval Office. Meaning, I don't think all of our presidents have had the relevant, real information. You know, it could be any number of agencies working in conjunction, or it could be a specific, it could be the CIA, likely not the FBI, Department of Defense, the Pentagon. It could be any number of agencies working together. You know, they've always talked about this black, dark government that hides in secret and runs the country. I don't necessarily believe that to be true, but I do when it comes to the UFO reality. The secrecy all started with Truman, you know, so he knew. But I wanted to run down some presidents for you and ask you which of these presidents has been given the real truth as it pertains to UFOs. And I'm not talking about, it doesn't necessarily have to be little green men were found, but would you agree that there is somewhere some truth from one of these cases that has not been revealed? Is that fair?
That's fair.
Okay. So if we work on that, work that way. Now I'll ask you the presidents and see who knew what. Eisenhower.
Yes.
Yes, I would agree. John F. Kennedy.
Yeah.
The answer is no.
No, huh?
It's a strong no. He tried to find out, and I am of the belief it is why he was assassinated.
Seriously?
This is correct.
Whoa.
That is my belief.
Okay.
That doesn't have to be yours, you know. Me going on me own.
Okay, that's cool.
Lyndon Johnson.
Yes.
I don't think he knew.
I think he knew.
Richard Nixon.
Richard Nixon, not sure.
I think he knew. In fact, there's a famous story about him and I'm blanking on the comedian's name. Who is the honeymooners guy?
Art Carney?
No, the other one, the Big Daddy. Played Ralph
Cramden. Jackie Gleason.
So Jackie Gleason and Richard Nixon were close friends. And there's a story that one time they were down in Florida.
Florida, you say.
Florida, you say. And Nixon, after the round of golf, takes Jackie Gleason and says, I want to show you something. And he takes him to a top secret military facility, and he showed him an alien body. And Gleason freaked out. To this day, his family insists that this event took place, and it really disturbed Jackie Gleason for the rest of his life. Bet you didn't know that.
No, I didn't know that.
Did Gerald Ford, does he know the UFO, or did he know the UFO reality?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter, no.
No. Ronald Reagan, this is an interesting one.
I would say probably.
Reagan made a lot of interesting comments, and there's one speech in particular where he addressed United Nations, and he mentions things and phrases things in such a way that he leads you to believe that he knew something about extraterrestrial life. In fact, when he was governor of California, he was on a flight with some of his team advisors, and he saw a UFO, and then his team advised him to never speak of it or he wouldn't be able to run for president.
Yeah.
George H.W. Bush.
Yes.
Yes. In fact, George H.W. Bush is the great secret keeper of all the secret keepers. Him and Dick Cheney know everything about all of the conspiracy theories that you're wondering about.
We could have an hour-long conversation just on Dick Cheney.
But
we're not going
fancy
to.
Moses. We could. But I'm telling you, George H.W. Bush died with all the secrets. He knows about JFK. He knows about aliens, UFOs, all of it. Bill Clinton.
No.
Now, Clinton, I think he did. But here's the thing. When he was running for president, he kind of jokingly mentioned that he was going to pursue the truth on UFOs and extraterrestrial life. But while he was joking, people who know him best say this was a real matter of interest for him. And he had two tasks that he really wanted to accomplish, was to get the truth on JFK and UFOs, and that he pursued these truths and was shut down. I think he knew. I think the reality of it is that he wasn't allowed to talk about it, so he's pretended ever since to not know anything about it. George W. Bush, does he know about the UFO truth?
He doesn't.
I don't think so either. Barack Obama, do you think they told him?
No.
I think they told him. And finally, Donald Trump.
He's looking at it.
I don't think he has a good enough poker face. I don't think they told him, because I think he would have let something slip by now.
Before we take the break here, play me just 5 seconds of that woman speaking.
Maria Bartiromo?
Can you do that? Yeah. Just 5 seconds.
You got it.
Lighter note, a mysterious subject, if you will.
That's good. That's good. What I've taken away from that whole thing is that her voice is one of the most annoying voices I've ever heard.
It might be just a bad clip. She's
and
great.
You know what? She needs a little more bottom end on her voice.
You're not familiar with Maria?
It's all top end. Well, it doesn't make any difference if I know her or not. I don't like her voice.
She's really intelligent.
I'm sure she
Great
is.
interviewer.
I just don't like her voice.
What a journalist, my friend.
That's what I took away from that.
All right, fair enough.
I'm fairly shallow.
All right. Little role reversal there. I like it.
Sure, yeah.